This is a brilliant project to do with the kids, whether you're making it with the kids or for the kids. It's a little sweetie dispenser. Well, there's nothing little about it really. You can get an awful lot of jelly beans in this, let me tell you. So what you've got is, you've got your sweets which will filter down to the bottom, and then we've got our little opener which opens so far here to dispense the sweets out. And the great thing is, it won't spill the sweets out at the bottom, it'll only feed them at the rate at which you're taking them out, then it'll drop them down to replace. It's really clever how it all works. And you can see I've just decorated mine here with the all for you at the top. Once we get to halfway, we're halfway, and then all gone when we get to the bottom. It's just a little bit of a fun project, and actually putting it together is not too difficult. You just need to pay attention in some of the centre parts when we know what we're cutting. Okay, so I'll pop that to one side. Now, I'm starting with a full sheet of A3 cardstock, and we're working on the inches side of the board. I'm going to use true measurements, so we've got our handle at the top and we're resting against the left butting edge. All right, and I'm going to start off first of all by scoring the full length, and I'm going to score 2 3/4 inches. So it's 2 or 6/8. Sometimes it's easier to think of it in terms of eighths because we've got these lines every 1/8 of an inch. So it's 2 3/4, then 5 1/2. So 5 1/2 inches right the way down. And the next score line is 8 1/4. So 6 7 8 1/4. And then finally we're going to score all the way down at 11. Okay. Then if you turn this towards you so that you've got the short flap here at the bottom, you're going to turn that, have the short flap at the bottom, and the first thing we're going to score is first of all 3/4 of an inch. So coming up to the top here, score at 3/4 of an inch. And secondly at 3 3/4. So 3 3/4. Okay. Then turn it right around so that you've got the smaller panel at the top now. Okay. And now what we're going to do is score at 1 inch. And then again 3 3/4. So 2 3 3/4. Okay. And then an extra little score line I need you to put in is just in this last panel. I want you to score another inch on, so at 4 3/4. We're going to score, but just in that panel there. Okay, so I'm just going over that a few times. That's at 4 3/4. All right. So this is what we're working on now. So all the scoring done. So I'm going to put my board to one side. Now we need to cut away some elements, and probably the easiest way for you to see and follow what I'm cutting away is I've done this exactly the same again. There's all of the scoring, and I've also marked on what it is that you're going to cut away. So can you see? So it's got at 1 3 3/4. You need to mark on this little piece here, and you can draw it on the template if it's easier, but you need to mark this on and cut around this, because this is going to form the little stopper that stops all your sweeties falling out at once. You need to leave yourself some fairly simple gluing flaps on here, and then this one here where we scored at the inch, you're just going to cut away some small panels, and then the edge little bit here just needs cutting into a point so you can see what sort of shape we're looking at there. Now I turn it right around so you can see on the top, it's the second panel in that we're going to leave as the lid, and I want you to just put on your own gluing flaps and take away the rest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that in and show you what we're looking at. Okay, so can you see here, this is the one that I've done. So you can see that I left those gluing flaps. I'm going to turn this around. On the same panel, I've done the extra little pieces that I drew around the template for you for. You've got your flaps here, and then my 1 inch flap is folding in there, and then this is where I've just got the extra. It's just to glue down at the other side. So if I pop that to one side and start and put this together, hopefully it will all start and make some sense for you. So first thing we're going to do is glue all the way down this edge here, and this is going to put the main box panel in place. Now you don't glue the top because you want to be able to easily add your sweeties in, so that all just folds into the top there. Now at the bottom, You can see this is going to glue in here, and then our sides tuck in. They don't glue, they just tuck in. So you can see there how that forms the mechanism. All right, I'm going to put glue on the two sides like this. I'm going to fold them in, and I'm going to fold this right in so that my two sides are there, and then just push them into place. And then you can see what I've got is just, if I show you on the finished one, you can see that I've just stuck a circle of card on each side to strengthen that. So you can see what that's for. And these are just 1 inch circles of card. I've just punched these out. So I'm going to put it not quite lined up there, halfway, and then stick this one on top. Okay, and that is what then enables me to open that out, and you can see how it's not getting stuck. It's not going to allow too many sweets to come out at once. Now that's the basic crux of how it's all made. You can check on the PDF sheet if that's easier for you to see exactly where all the cutting takes place. And if I just bring this one back in here, you can see what I've done is I've chosen to decorate on the side. So that will be this side here is where I've done all my cutting out and added a little bit of acetate in there. But then my dispenser is on the side. Lovely little project, that one. And like I said, the kids absolutely love it.